MSKIRA Photo Drop Stand kit. I'm going to put it together and show you how it works, but first of all, just notice it comes with this carry bag, which is really excellent. And there's no special spot for the clamps that it comes with. It comes with 6 clamps like this that you can clamp the actual backdrop to. And these little orange teeth, they rotate to grab on really, really well. I recently used it and it worked super well. These are strong. Okay, so there's 6 of those, and I found that just snapping them to the handle works great. I've got my instruction manual that I stuck in there, and then it also came with 2 sandbags. So obviously no sand in there, but if you're going to be using it outside, you really should use the sandbag. So there are 2, 1 to go around each foot. Okay, and then we are left with the case itself. So as I open it up, the case just unrolls, and there are 3 sections. 1 section for each foot, and then the middle section is for that top bar. Okay, so the top bar goes together in a way that you would definitely recognize. We just have these little silver things that just push in, and then a hole on the other side to just lock it into place. So you could absolutely customize this to, oops, I've got the 2 ends. So the 2 ends have a bigger hole, and I'll show you, see the bigger hole? I'll show you how that works in just a second. But you do want to make sure those 2 are on the outside. You could make this shorter if you wanted to. I'm going to just go ahead and make it full size so you can see it. All right, I'm almost done. Okay, so this thing is super, super long. I'm just going to lay it down. I don't even think you're going to be able to see the whole thing, but we'll do our best. Okay, so this is one of the feet. You're going to recognize kind of, it works like tripods work. So you're kind of going to loose the feet from the frame a little bit, and then you can start to pull it out. And then here, the way that you make it the height that you want is by, you start to just pull on the different pieces, and when you get them to the height that you want, you're gonna tighten the little screw part. So I'll make it short so that I can keep it in the video. And actually, I'm gonna make that center bar a lot shorter also, just so that you can see what we're doing here. Okay, I'm only gonna use the 2 end pieces because I really want to show you how these work. All right, so just keep in mind, this is gonna be about half the length that it can be. All right, so that was 1 foot. Here is the other foot. Okay, and it's not super important that you make the feet come out exactly the same because you can adjust the arms if it's not exactly the same. Okay. So once you get your backdrop actually on there, you could just adjust the height here instead of having to mess with the legs anymore. There we go. Okay, so now we have our ends that have these big holes, and that's actually gonna go right here. So we're gonna unscrew this little bolt here that's on the top. Let me bring that closer so you can see. There's like a little bolt. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm gonna unscrew this thing. Come on, almost there. And then I'm going to put that big hole, I'm putting that through there, screwing that back on. In fact, I bet, hang on. I'm gonna use a washer also. Hang on, let me back it up. So I'm gonna put that big hole through, put the washer on, and then screw that guy back on. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. There we go. So that's one side. Scoot that down. And here's the other side. I'm just going to unscrew that. Get the washer off as well. Put it through the big holes. Wash it back on, screw it back on. And there we have it. So remember, this is about half of the length of its maximum length, and it can get much, much taller. So we can get taller by, we can actually pull, this part can keep going up. There's lots of different adjustments that you can do. And once you get your backdrop on there, you can hold it with the little clamps. Then you can get somebody to help you get it level. And I found that it was easier once the backdrop was on, because I could actually work on getting it level alone by just looking at it touching the ground. So I think you could do different things, but it really is super simple to use and lightweight, and it's impressive that it comes with its own bag that you can store everything in. So I really do highly recommend this photo backdrop stand kit.